I know I definitely need a better setup here, but this is just what I have at the moment. So we're going to get a sheet of paper that looks like this. We're going to continue working on perimeter word problems, except when you get your sheet of paper, you are not going to do number 1, number 8, or number 9. The reason why is because it has that word area, and we haven't gone over what area means just yet. So for today, we are not doing number 1, we're not doing number 8, and we're not doing number 9. So let's get started with number 2. It says Annie made a sign for her lemonade stand. It was 22 inches high and 18 inches wide. Okay, I'm going to continue to circle that. What is the perimeter of the sign? Okay, now the question is asking what is the perimeter? And I know that in order to find the perimeter, I have to add all of the sides. However, I only have 2 sides here. Okay, so I can assume a couple of things, right? One, if they're only giving me 2 sides, this means that this is either a rectangle or a square. Okay, next, I'm seeing these keywords 22 inches high, 8 inches wide. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a look at the slide that I had for you guys before. And it says that it's 8 inches wide. So I see that keyword. Wide goes this way. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start drawing the sides of my lemonade stand, or of Annie's lemonade stand. Okay, and that is 18 inches. What do we know about the sides of rectangles is that this side of a rectangle is going to be the exact same size as this side of a rectangle. Okay, so this is 18 inches. Okay, and now I see another number here, 22 inches, which means that this top part, okay, is going to be 22 inches high. Okay, which means that that's most likely the length. Okay, now I have all of my numbers to go ahead and add all of those up. If you are the guest teacher, you can go ahead and pause right now while all of the students are adding up 22 plus 22 plus 18 plus 18, and then we can come back for the answer. Okay, if we are unpaused now, we will know that 22 plus 22 equals 44. We added these 2 up. Now time to add these 2. 18 plus 18 is 36. Now we have to add these 2 so that way I know how much all of the sides are when you add them together. 44 plus 36 equals 80. Okay, I'm not done yet because 80 what? 80 inches, 80 tigers, 80 centimeters. We have to make sure that our answer matches the distance that it's measured in. So 80 inches. Let's do number 3 next. Number 3 says, Julia is putting a fence up around her house. Her yard is 15 meters by 8 meters. What is the perimeter of her yard? Okay, so again, I see 18 meters by 8 meters. So I'm going to circle those because of the numbers that I see. I'm going to underline the question. What is the perimeter of the yard? I know that in order to find the perimeter, I have to add all of the sides. I only have 2 sides here. So, like I mentioned in my last problem, right? If I'm only given 2 sides, then it's most likely going to be a rectangle or a square. Now here, I'm not really seeing any keywords here, right? I don't see keywords like length, height, tall, or wide. Right here, it's saying by. This is also going to be another keyword that you're going to see. And this is when it tells you not necessarily which one is the height and which one's the perimeter, which is easier for us. Sorry, which one's the height or which one is the width, okay? It doesn't really matter which side is which. So in this case, we'll just assume that these 2 shorter sides are 8 and these 2 taller sides, or longer sides rather, are 15 meters. Okay, When it just says by, it's really not telling you which number is the width or which one's the length. Sorry for that confusion. So now I'm going to go ahead and add all of these up. If you are the guest teacher, if you can please kindly pause so that students can figure out what the perimeter of this shape is, that would be great. Thank you. All right, so we added 15 plus 15 first so that we can get the perimeter of just these two sides, or the length of just these two sides. 15 plus 15 is 30. Then I have the other two sides that I added together. I got 16. 16 plus 30 is 46. Now remember, 46 what? 46 refrigerators, 46 rugs, 46 lamps. No, we have to make sure that we are consistent with the measurement that they're giving us. So 46 meters. Next one we're going to practice is number 7. Okay, number 7 says Vani's calendar on her desk is 30 centimeters by 30 centimeters. What is the perimeter of her calendar? Okay, right away we can find the number and its measurement, and then another number by its measurement. Okay, here we're going to underline the question. What is the perimeter of her calendar? Perimeter, we have to add all of the sides together, and whoop, here we see again, there are only two sides that are given to us. So I know that that's either a rectangle or a square. Okay, so here I'm seeing the word by again. Now remember, by is not one of our keywords here. So basically it just means that it doesn't matter where you put the width and the length, right? It doesn't really necessarily give us that information. So we can do either or and still get the same answer really. So I'm going to go ahead and start with these sides. These are 30 and then these are 32. So all of these should be essentially the same length, or are the same length. I have 30 centimeters. This is going to be 30 centimeters, 30 centimeters, and then 30 centimeters. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and pause while you add all 4 of these sides up. So 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30. All right, if you are back, this is how far we have gotten so far. So I added 34 times. Okay, 30 plus 30 is 60. And I do that twice. 60 plus 60 is 120. Okay, so her calendar's perimeter is 120. Oh, can't forget the centimeters.